Hi, guys. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Rosemary Mpambo. I'm the relationship coach that talks about the taboo topics that other relationship coaches don't want to talk about. Today, I got a request because this lady wanted to know what is the key to a man's heart. She has been married for 20 years, but she still doesn't know what is the key to her husband's heart. She is also an auntie and she wants to teach her nieces what is the key to a man's heart. The key to a man's heart is freedom. Give him his freedom, guys. Stop caging your man like he's a cow. Those that grew up in the village, you know what I'm talking about. But even cows, they are not caged. So stop caging your man like he's a wild animal on the loose. So stop caging your man. Give him his freedom, because when you give him his freedom, he's going to respect you because he knows you trust him. Stop trapping these men. Most of you women, you trap these men by getting pregnant because you think, oh yeah, this is the only way that he can get to marry me. This is why there is so many single mothers in the world today, because you are trying to trap these men, right? By getting pregnant. You are not giving him his freedom to choose when to marry you. Because when you force him to marry you with a situation, he is going to, wow, he's going to be a radical husband, one, and he is also going to refuse the responsibility of that pregnancy. And hence, we have so many single moms in the world because a lot of these women, a lot of you women, you are forcing these men out of their singlehood into marriage because you have become pregnant as a condition to cage these men into a marriage, creating a situation where you think, if I become his baby mama, then he's not going to find another woman. But men of today, they will find another woman regardless whether you are pregnant or not. The other thing that we also need to know is when you give a man his freedom, right? When you give a man his freedom, he's going to feel loved by you because he knows, well, if my woman is able to let me go wherever I want, it shows that, you know what, this woman really loves me. And this woman is willing to let me go and be with my friends, let me go to do what I want, let me go to play games with my friends. If it's golf season, let him go and play golf. If it's soccer season, let him go and watch soccer with other guys. If it's football season, if it's hockey season, if he wants to go and watch that at the pub with his friends, let him go. Because you guys, you also need time apart. When you are apart, this is the time that you grow. You grow yourself as an individual. For me, I always want my guy to give me my space so that, like today, I'm able to record this video because I cannot do my work when he's hovering over my shoulder or when I know he's in the house making noise somewhere. But when he's out of the house, then I'm free to do me, to do what I want. But you ladies, you always think caging a man is going to make him love you more. Caging a man is going to make him resent you more because he also wants his freedom. He also wants to breathe. He also wants to go out to be with his guys' friends. He also wants to meet other people in the community so that he can create friendships besides you. Yes, people always say you need to marry your best friend. That's very true. You marry your best friend. So if you marry your best friend, right? Do you cage your best friend? No. Hmm? Do you always follow around your best friend? No. Do you always call your best friend to know what they are doing, where they are, what they are eating, and so on? No. You let them go because you know you trust them. When it's time to come home, they will come home. This is the problem with most women. And it is also because of your insecurities. If you are so insecure with yourself, you are going to project that onto your man. And then you think that, oh, because you are like this, you are like this. Oh, yeah, because I got married after I had 3 children. I don't want him to go out again because he's going to impregnate another girl. Guess what? He can go to the gas station and impregnate somebody at the gas station. So you don't have to be their mother. You don't have to put a leash on this man. Let them go. Let them be free so that they will remember to come home. I'll tell you a story. I grew up in a village at home. We had chickens, free range chickens. The one thing that I learned about these chickens is they will always remember to come home because we always open the fowler in the morning. You let them go. You give them, a little bit of millets here and there and corn, and they will eat that. And then after that, they are gone into the fields to fend for food. When it's sundown, it's funny, these are some of the things that I grew up taking for granted. When it's sundown, they would make a line and come to their fowl run on their own. We never used to call our chickens home. They would come back on their own because they knew it's time to come home. It's time to go to a happy home. Some of these men don't want to come home because the home is not a happy environment because they are always chippy, quarreling with your husband, always finding something wrong with him. Let him go. When you trust him and when he knows that he's loved, he will come home on his own, like those chickens in the village. They would make a line and come home on their own. They go into the fowl run and then they are quiet. And once we know they are quiet, we would go and close the fowl run door for them. Same with your husband. Let him go, give him his freedom. This is why most of you ladies, you are able to find the men, right? But you are not able to keep them because you are caging them. You are putting in so many rules. Oh, you can't do this, you can't go there, you can't do this. Yeah, it's different when your guy is hanging around players. That's a different case. When a guy is hanging around these single guys that are always drinking, that are always in trouble, that are always breaking other women's hearts, then that's a different case. And if you talk to your man and if you tell him your concerns, if he continues to hang around those men, then it shows that he's not husband material. It's time for you to leave, to find a guy who is ready to be husband material. So that's a different case altogether. But sometimes we women, we change these men into these loose cannons because you have caged them to a point where they get exhausted being around you. And they just want some fresh air. They want to leave. When I came to North America, I noticed that, people keep their dogs at home. Right? At home, we don't keep dogs. In Africa, we don't keep dogs in the house. They are kept outside. The first thing you do when you open the dog bolts out. This is what other husbands do. They will bolt out of the house whenever they get a chance to run away from you. So don't make your husbands or your boyfriends run away from you. Let them live with love. Let them live with respect. When you love a man, you give him his freedom. There's this saying that says, when you love something, let it go. If it's meant to be, if it's yours, it will come back. Same with men. If it's yours and if he loves you, he will come back on his own. You don't have to continue reminding him to come home. You don't have to make conditions for him to come home. You don't have to do all these tricks for your men to come home. No, You don't have to do that. So that's all I had for you today. Remember, the key to a man's heart is freedom. Give him his freedom. My name is Rosemary Mpambwa, and I'm a relationship coach. I'm an author, and I do these lives to teach women so that they can be able to find high-valued men, create healthy relationships, and stay in them. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.